Assalamualaikum and hello everyone, I'm AMYLEA and I'm from Group 7. Today, me and my group members will be presenting our statistical analysis project titled Comparison of Monthly Electricity Consumption Between Renewable and Non-Renewable Energy Sources. As we all know, energy consumption has become a major issue in today's world due to the increasing demand for electricity and growing environmental concerns. As populations continue to grow and technology becomes more advanced, the need for energy in homes, industries, and transportation also continues to increase. Here we have non-renewable energy sources such as coal and natural gas. These sources has contributed to pollution and environmental degradation, while renewable energy sources like solar and wind energy are considered a cleaner and more sustainable alternative. For this project, we use a data set containing monthly electricity consumption data from 20 different households. 10 households use non-renewable energy, while another 10 households use renewable energy. The electricity consumption for each household is measured in kilowatt hour, which is a standard unit used to measure the amount of electrical energy consumed over a period of time. Our main objective for this project is to compare the monthly electricity consumption between households using renewable and non-renewable energy sources. We also want to determine whether there is a significant difference in electricity usage between the two groups.
Next, I am AFIQ and I will explain the hypothesis testing process used in this study. For this study, we conduct hypothesis testing to determine whether renewable energy absorption can reduce average monthly electricity consumption compared to non-renewable energy sources. The hypothesis testing process consists of 5 main steps. The first step is setting the hypothesis. The second step is choosing the appropriate statistical test. The third step is determine the p-value from the analysis. And the fourth step is making the statistical decision. And the final step is interpreting the result obtaining from the test. The null hypothesis, also known as H0, said that there is no significant difference in average monthly electricity consumption between households using renewable energy and households using non-renewable energy. Meanwhile, the alternative hypothesis states that households using renewable energy consume less electricity compared to households using non-renewable energy. This hypothesis was developed to help determine whether renewable energy adoption has a significant impact on electricity consumption. To analyze the data, we use the independent sample t-test. The statistical test is suitable because the study compared the mean monthly electricity consumption between two separate and independent groups, which are renewable and non-renewable households. In addition, the t-test operates because the population standard deviation is unknown and the sample data is numerical in nature.
Next, I'm Afryna Ruslaili and I will continue with the SPSS demonstration section for this project. First, we enter the variable into the SPSS variable view section. The variable energy source was set as a nominal data because it represents categories which are renewable and non-renewable household. Meanwhile, the variable monthly consumption was set as scale data because it contains numerical value measured in kilowatt hours. This setup is important to ensure the correct statistical analysis can be performed in SPSS. Next, we enter all the household data into the data view section. The data set contains information from 20 households, including both renewable and non-renewable energy users. Each will represent one household together with its monthly electricity consumption value. After entering the data, we selected Analyze, followed by Compare Means and then Independent Sample t-test. We use the Independent Sample t-test because the study compares the mean electricity consumption between two independent groups. We insert monthly consumption into the test variable section because it is the numerical variable being tested. Next, we insert energy source into the grouping variable section because it separates the household into two different categories. Then we click Define Groups. Group 1 represents non-variable households, while Group 2 represents renewable household. After defining the groups, we click Continue and then OK to run the statistical analysis. SPSS then generate the output result, including the group statistics table and the independent sample test table. The group statistics table displays the mean monthly electricity consumption for both groups. Meanwhile, the independent sample test table provides the t-value and p-value used to determine whether the difference between the two groups is statistically significant. This concludes the SPSS demonstration section.
Hello everyone, I am ALYAA and I will continue the presentation by explaining the result of our statistical analysis. Based on the group statistics table, non-renewable household recorded a mean electricity consumption of 435 kilowatt hours. Meanwhile, renewable households show a lower mean value of 340.50 kilowatt hours. The independent sample t-test produced a p-value of less than 0.001, which is below the significance level of 0.05. This shows that there is a statistically significant difference between the two groups. I will now explain the decision and interpretation of the hypothesis testing. Since the p-value is less than 0.05, the null hypothesis is rejected. This indicates that electricity consumption differs significantly between renewable and non-renewable households. The analysis also shows that renewable households consume less electricity. To conclude our presentation, renewable energy adoption helped reduce average monthly electricity consumption. The findings To conclude our presentation, renewable energy adoption helped reduce average monthly electricity consumption. The findings support the use of renewable energy as a cleaner and more sustainable energy source. That's all from us. Thank you.